Hello everybody, this is Melody from Eden Wellness, and today I'm going to be doing our first essential oil spotlight, and I'm going to be going over lavender essential oil. We are hoping to do a series on a whole bunch of different essential oils on our YouTube channel here, so stay tuned, follow us, like us, share our channel with other people that you know would want to be interested in this information. Check out our website, it's EdenWellnessHealth.com. So we have different information on there, we have an awesome blog, and then some of the new things that we're going to be doing here. So I'm just going to kind of dig in. Like I said, we're going over lavender essential oil today. And the scientific name, so sometimes what you'll see on essential oil bottle, you'll see the name, like lavender for example, and then you're going to see a scientific name either underneath or behind the label. If you don't see a scientific name, that is one thing that is kind of a red flag. You don't want to choose that particular brand of essential oil because it's probably altered, it's maybe not true lavender essential oil. So you want to make sure, number one, that it has a scientific name. And for lavender, it's Lavandula angustifolia. And so that's the cool name for lavender essential oil. And there's various types of lavender essential oil. Some are grown in high altitude, low altitude. There's various different types. You may even think back in the Bible when Mary had put spikenard over Jesus' feet. Many people today actually say that that was actually lavender essential oil that she had put on his feet. And so it was commonly used in the Egyptian culture for actually mummifying bodies and also as a perfume. So that's kind of interesting. They use it for both of those types of things. But obviously we know there is so many different uses, much more uses today, and it's much more available to a lot of us as well. And so this is something that has been used for over 2,500 years. So lavender essential oil has been around for a long time. It's completely natural. It's from the plant. I don't remember off the top of my head, but you can look this up online. You can actually find out how many pounds of lavender flowers are in one bottle of essential oil. And I don't have the bottle right here in front of me, but usually they're 5 milliliters or 15 milliliter bottles. You can get bigger bottles as well, but those are kind of the main ones that you'll see when you're purchasing them. And a lot of times people will ask, and we'll probably do a whole different video on explaining more in depth on what they are and the best ones to look into and for. But I use Young Living essential oil. I use something called Organic Infusions. There's so many brands out there. I always try to make sure that I'm either using therapeutic or organic grade or wildcrafted essential oils, because I know that those aren't sprayed with pesticides and icky chemicals. They're third-party tested, the companies that I like to use, and so I feel comfortable using them and I'm confident in that. And you can also tell when you're smelling the essential oil. You can kind of tell if you're buying something from the grocery store, it's going to be adulterated. Like, it's not going to be the full just essential oil from the plant. Like, there might be chemicals or residues from extraction methods. And the ones that I use are distilled. So that's just using water. There's no chemicals involved in that. So that's really cool. But today I want to focus on the uses of lavender essential oil. And this is one that is a very, very gentle and a very calming essential oil. It can be used with adults, children, older people, babies. It's very versatile. It's one of the most gentle oils, like I said. And a lot of times it can actually be used in neat. So when you're putting oil on your skin, you can put it directly on your skin. You don't have to use a coconut oil or a carrier oil to put on your skin. You can, because it will go farther and it'll stay on longer on your skin. But I like lavender. I personally, because I know my skin and kind of how it reacts, I can put it on neat on my body. And you can try a small area first if you have sensitive skin. Make sure you try a small patch of skin with lavender essential oil first, just to make sure that you're not reacting to it. So yeah, you can use it neat. You can use carrier oils with it. Biggest thing, it's like I said, it's very relaxing. It's very calming. So it's used in restful sleep. I'm just gonna grab my notes here. So yeah, things you can do for restful sleep to help with it is you can put the oil on your back. You can put it down along your spine. You can put it on the bottom of your feet. You can diffuse it as well. If you have a diffuser at home, you can put about like 5 drops of the essential oil in it and it'll smell really good. You can put on like 10-15 minutes before you go to bed. So that environment in your bedroom already kind of has that scent, and then you can kind of have it run through the night. Mine runs for I think 6 hours and then it shuts off. But by then I'm fast asleep. So it's great for sleep. It's a great skin soother. So it helps soothe the skin. If you get rashes or you even get stung by something or mosquito bites or anything like that, oh, and especially sunburn, any kind of burns, lavender is amazing. There's been many studies on even burn victims using lavender essential oil and how healing and regenerative it is to the body. But yeah, you can, like if you get a paper cut on your finger, you can put a little bit of essential oil of lavender right on there, and it's just gonna help soothe and heal. Lavender is not gonna sting. Sometimes kids get worried because they're like, oh, is that gonna sting if you put that on my skin? No, lavender is a very gentle oil. If you were to put tea tree or something like that on a cut, which is good for cuts as well, it might sting a little bit, but lavender is very gentle. Like I said before, lavender is very calming, so it's stress relieving. It helps calm blood pressure and helps actually balance blood sugar as well. It brings on feelings of peace and just inner calmness, so it's great to even just diffuse through your house, or maybe you're doing a yoga routine or exercise routine and you want to diffuse lavender. You can do that. You can add it in a warm, relaxing Epsom salt bath if you want, or a foot bath if you choose to do that. And you can always apply it to like your wrists or the temples. If you get headaches, you can use, it's a headache relief, so you can use it by putting it on your neck, behind your neck, and then on your temples. And you can also combine peppermint essential oil with the lavender, both, and rub that on your temples, and that's going to help with headache relief. And you can also diffuse it, or you can put a couple of drops between your hands, rub them together, and then just inhale the scent of the lavender, and just brings on that calmness again. And yeah, it helps, being that it helps with stress, it's just naturally going to help lower that blood pressure and that equilibrium in your body, and kind of just balance everything. And then, like I said, healthy skin, it actually is going to help with any sensitivities, but also on blemishes. If you get redness in areas of your face or your skin, it's going to help with that. It's really healing to the skin. Great for stretch marks and things like that as well. And I'm going to share a study that was found on lavender as well. And now this was a 2013 study. And this study found, now these people actually took lavender internally. That'll be a whole different video that we talk about. There is certain products or brands that can be taken internally. I do not recommend any old lavender that you pick up anywhere to take internally, because you might be ingesting chemicals, and you don't want that. You want to make sure that there's one specifically designed for being taken internally. So that's what these people did. So there was a group of people, they were taking 80 milligrams of lavender essential oil internally via capsules. So they put it in capsules, and they found that it helped alleviate insomnia, anxiety, and depression, and it also improved some people's Alzheimer's symptoms. And another study found that lavender essential oil reduced depression by 32.7% in people that were suffering from PTSD. So this is just an oil that's really overall great. It's really going to help with your mood, your skin, I mean even digestion as well. But these are kind of like the main uses for it. And so I hope that you learned something new. and then you can stay tuned and learn a little bit more about essential oil. Lavender is a fairly cheap oil, even like good quality that you want to look for. So feel free to reach out if you're wondering about Young Living essential oils or other brands, and we can kind of try to help you out there. But thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned.